That's amazing.
Duck Avenger, I have come for you. It is time for another review. You must renew, Mother. This is a matter of grave importance.
My God, who are you? And what's Mother anyways? And how come you teleported me to a garage? Um, there's a lot of questions to be answered before I do any kind of review for some kind of alien like you. Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a little bit more than that.
There is no time to explain. I am a Starman Jr., and this review could be life or death. And I am sure you know, Mother, you have played Earthbound before, haven't you?
Hmm, Earthbound. Earthbound. Oh, I know that game. That's the game where you go through like the universe to get to the main boss of the game or something like that, isn't it? I see it all over the like theory videos and stuff like that on the YouTubes.
Enough, enough, enough. Do not speak of that. Start the review now, or I will blow you away, puny human.
Okay, hold your horses there, man. You're going a little bit overboard. Yeah, kind of jumping the gun a little bit. All you had to do was ask. Didn't have to threaten about any like blowing me apart or I kind of don't like that stuff. Yeah, doesn't make me so good. But if you insist, I'll do this review. What was it called again? Oh yeah, Mother. Okay, so in all seriousness, I have heard of Mother before. It's the prequel, well, not prequel, but the game before Earthbound. But like a lot of people, I heard of Earthbound first because Mother never came over to America. The game was finished. It was called Earthbound Zero, but it was never brought over to America. And there's different reasons saying why it would be, or well, it didn't go over to America. And there was even a full prototype of it ready to go. But the main reason I hear is that they were wanting to focus on the Super Nintendo and get away from that. So Mother never came over here. And I would say Mother is definitely a good game. It's a fun game. It's just, I'd say, the black sheep kind of. Maybe not the black sheep. It's just Earthbound, Mother 2, and Mother 3 are such great games that kind of almost gets lost in the shuffle, I would say. There are a couple problems with it, and I'll get into those. But I would say Mother is just basically like an NES version of Earthbound. Like you see here, it looks like you're playing as Ness from Earthbound. The graphics I wouldn't say are bad at all. I would say this is pretty good for Nintendo, and I would say it almost looks like a lesser version of the Super Nintendo version, and it's not bad at all. It's the same kind of battle right here. You see this guy. He's like the first person view you get, and you get to battle him just like you do in Earthbound, and you attack him, and then the zombie goes to dust. And I always like that in the Earthbound series, that when you kill someone, they don't necessarily die. They can become tame, or they go to dust, or something like that. Like it's a great play on the words. Or direct play on the cliches of the RPGs and everything like that. If you never played Earthbound, basically what Earthbound is it's an RPG, a JRPG set in like a normal world. It's not some fantasy world or anything like that. It's just like a normal town that you and me would be in, and it's set in that kind of setting. It's pretty fun. I think it's very unique because I don't know many RPGs that are set in like a normal setting. Of course, there's magic and things like that. Like the main character has magic, he has telepathy, but the setting is kind of a normal setting. It has its tweaks and some things that obviously wouldn't happen in real life because it has to be in a game like that. Who would want to play an RPG where everything's normal? That would be kind of weird. Earthbound is also known for all its hilarity. It's a very funny game, and I would definitely recommend anybody to check it out. So let's go into some of the specific gameplay.
Problems with Mother. There are no problems with Mother. Give this a good review, or this will be your last.
So all threats aside, I'll review this game the best I can. So this is kind of like Earthbound, where you name your characters. There's different characters you can be, and a lot of them kind of almost look like the characters from Earthbound. Not this one so much, since it seems like a guy wearing a turban. But there's a lot of different characters that are around in Mother instead of Earthbound, like this guy right here. He is obviously not from Earthbound, and he's a kind of tough guy that you can play as. So Mother is definitely a good game. I would say it's an awesome game. Maybe, like I said, it just has a lot to live up with the other two games, but there's a lot of good things about it. Like one, the music is pretty awesome. If you hear the music to Mother, like I'm playing right now, it's pretty awesome. The one thing that's not so great is kind of how many times there's enemies. Like, unless you're trying to grind, which you do need to do in this game, you need to grind, because especially for your companions, and this is one of the other complaints, your companions are really, really weak, so you need to grind to get them up to the level that they need to get to, so that they can be able to not die every round, and so you won't have to be without your companions for a lot of the battles, so you must grind. But if you're not grinding lots of times, you can only take a few steps and you'll get in another battle. I know Earthbound and like Mario RPG have like a system where you can see the enemies so you can avoid them, and that was pretty cool, but I think that's kind of above the limitations of the NES, so they couldn't really have that for the NES. So as you see here, you can go through your commands of different things you can do. You can talk, you can check, you can use your PSI to be able to heal yourself, and you can actually use your telepathy on different items when it calls for that. So there's a lot to Mother, and it's a pretty awesome game, and it's a lot like Earthbound, like I said, where you do a lot of first person fighting and everything like that. There's a lot of the same enemies sometimes, like animals or different things like that. And there's Starman Jr., and he's one of the bosses that, like a mid-boss, that it was good to see some characters carried over. So like I said, I don't have too many complaints about this game, except maybe like your companion just starts at a low level, and there's too many battles those too frequently when you walk around, but it can help if you're needing to grind. There's some very cool different things about this too, like in one part of the game you're able to get a tank, or just different parts of the game that just really resound with your heart and make you actually feel feelings. Not all games are able to make you do that, but this game makes you actually feel for your characters. Now, when I say it's the best RPG, I wouldn't say that. There's some problems to it, but it's definitely an enjoyable one, and one that if you really like NES or Famicom games, you should check out. So this has been Duck Avenger, and this has been a review of Mother. Check out my channel, like, subscribe. I'm going to put more videos up every week. I'm back. I'm not going 6 months without a video game. I'm going to be back. Yeah, this has been Duck Avenger. Starman, I hope that review was good enough. I'm not good at reviewing under pressure, so I hope that was a good one.
That was good, but I am not done with you. My master says that did not restore the balance. You must do more for us. I will go for now, but this will not be the last time we meet.
I don't know what to say. This has been a trippy day. So I guess I'll meet an alien again sometime or something like that. I guess you like and subscribe to see what happens. But this has been a Duck Avenger production. I'm gonna go and suck my thumb now because I just met an alien that threatened me.